Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Team England Tour game analysis. This time we have representing Team England Torquemada with his vampires, and representing Team Waterbowl. Yes, Team Waterbowl is Vagabond with his Skaven. Interesting matchup. Both armor 7, both can take a lot of damage with some bad dice. The rats can stay out of range of the vampires, but also rats live and die on surviving from their dodge skill or their blodge skill, and of course vampires can take that away. So interesting matchup. Could be a high scorer. Both teams probably want to just bang it in and go on defense for aforementioned reasons. Vampires prefer playing on defense, whereas rats don't want to be on offense against vampires because of how easy it is to take the ball off a strength 2 no longer has dodge piece. Rats, to me, not good in this rule set. Lots of people playing rats, and I don't know why. I don't think they're good in the Eurobowl rule set. Okay, Talk's going for the 3-3-4. Sorry, the 3-4-4. I keep calling it the 3-3-4 for some reason. He hasn't kicked one of his own players off the pitch. Talk's going for the 3-4-4. It's okay. I don't mind it. I think it's better than Basic Bitch. I do like that it gives you these 2 movement 8s on the side to do something in the case of a blitz. I will say, if that's the rat setup, I mean, come on, again. Help me out, will you, people? Just help me out. Like, I'm really trying to not be so negative, and that's your setup. Do people... Is it just me that gets blitzed on in Blood Bowl? Like, does everyone else have some kind of, like, blitz protection in the game where you just can't roll, like, the right number? Almost a never buy. I wouldn't say never buy. It does have use. I think it's better for worse players. The Vargeist is variance, right? So if you're not a top level player, adding in the variance of getting Claw Mighty Blow and getting removals with the vampires will help you out. I think as you get better and better with vampires, the Vargeist becomes more and more of a liability. Because you've got to babysit it, it's your blitz. Otherwise, it's just standing around. Like, it's super annoying. That's the case for a lot of things like that. It's like playing Chaos and taking the Minotaur or the Ogre, and mostly the Minotaur though. People tend to take the Minotaur if they're not very good. It just gives you the variance, so it's not wrong for those people. They need the variance. Like, that's how they tend to win things. But for me, it's just an annoyance. I don't even like the second blitzer most of the time. Like, I don't tend to play up into high TV, so I prefer just having 5 vampires because it's a skilled instrument then. You stay lower TV, you're not bloating your opponents, and you have, like, a precise instrument. You have 4 people who can do hypno gazes and 1 who can do a blitz. You don't have to babysit the second blitzer. You don't have to babysit a Vargeist. It's more about skill and less about variance. So the better a coach you are, the more you should lean into that. So if you're a bit of a banger or you're just having fun, the Vargeist is absolutely something you can use. But if you want to be good, or you even already consider yourself good, you shouldn't be wanting to add more variance into the game. You want things that reinforce the expected result. So if you're the better coach in the game and it's not a horrible team mismatch, the expected result is you win. So both the way you play and the choices you make for your teams should be based on reinforcing the already expected result, which is you winning. As far as in-game is concerned, then, like, that can change, right? Right now, he could lose all 3 players on the LOS and lose someone on a blitz. Suddenly, this drive is over, right? So now, to do something, he has to take some risks. If it, like, whereas right now, Torquemada probably the favorite. Based on seeing this setup, I would say Torquemada's the favorite because this is the setup of someone who doesn't really know what they're doing. So at the moment, he should play safe. If he sees a hit on the ball and the first couple of dice are ones, just wait till next turn. Don't pile in. Play safe. You have another turn. Every turn, vampires can take the ball off you. So it's the same thing, right? When you need to recognize what parts of the game are variance and what parts are stability, your skill picks, your positional picks, your team makeup, and how you play lean into whether or not you should be leaning into variance or stability. Oh, hang on. It's not coming through my headphones. Need to change the sound settings a sec. There we go. So I will say, despite setting up terribly, let me do it again. Let's not just shit on his setup, right? Let's just say why. So obviously, like, this is the only guy on this side of the pitch. Oh wait, that's not working. Oh, that's weird. On my screen, I'm circling the. Okay, hang on. I need to do something about that. Is this gonna work? This is weird. No. Okay. I don't know what's happening here. This is very strange. My thing is slightly off kilter. I wonder why that's a thing. Let me try and work this out a second. So that's in the right place. I know what it is. It's because I've moved it's because I've moved the fumble client. So I'm currently drawing a circle around that rat. So I need to move the fumble client somehow in your window. Hang on, where's the Telestrata? Let me move the Telestrata over. There we go. Let's try that and see if that works. Let me press wipe now. I'm going to draw around this circle here. Oh, it's not great, is it? I'm going to draw around this vampire. It's close enough, but it's not amazing. Something, I don't know how I'm going to fix that, I'll be honest. That's a bit weird. Maybe I need a second Telestrata window. I need to call it Telestrata Fumble and alter it. Let's try that. I genuinely have no idea why it's not syncing up with the fumble. Window. It's a little odd to not be doing it. Let me once again draw a circle around this. I'll do a square around this guy. And then I'll move the window so that it is around this guy. And then we'll see if everything else lines up. Thrower. Ball. Not really. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to have to do that off stream. I guess I can't use that now then. Okay, we'll do that another day. I'll get that fixed off stream or in between games or something. That is weird. I don't know why that's doing that. I had it all set up on my desk as well. It's just not in the right place wherever I'm drawing. You'll just have to follow my mouse. So, obviously on a blitz result, there's too much of the pitch here that is not protected. Like, because obviously you get a blitz. So this guy doesn't count, and this guy doesn't count. Because on a blitz, one of them goes down or moved out the way. So this is a large chunk of the pitch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And obviously, if you get a blitz and the ball is there or there, you will throw in the rushes. So that is a massive chunk of the pitch here. And on this side, it's even worse. Like, these two can go up and blitz this, or this guy can go up and blitz him or something. And, like, you're all the way in here. Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, all of this. That's got to be, like, over 25% of the pitch you can reach on a blitz with just one block, or so, like, you know, if it's in this area, like if it's in like the 15% of the pitch, you can just go around them. Don't even need to risk the block dice and just suddenly have the ball. Like, it is crazy. Like, all you need to do is protect it. Like, these gutter runners are doing nothing. This guy is not doing much at all. So the Roger can be over here, flat with one of these to protect it from getting too diced. So Roger can be here, or actually Roger in dead center here, because it protects in a screen with him. He goes flat. Then you have the Blodge or the Rog over here, and the other one behind it, because you can't Hypno when on a blitz result. And these two over here, this guy shouldn't be on the outside so that you can have two guys on the outside. And then this guy should just be dead center so he can come forward and get the ball if he wants to as well. You need to defend against the blitz. He's put in the minimal hits on the LOS and then just, like, done nothing with the rest of his team. Bizarre and bad. Like, the thinking, I don't get it. Like, I literally don't understand what goes through your head when you set up like this. You have no benefits and all negatives. But then he does this, which is he moves his players back to form a screen for the ball before rolling any dice, which is weird that you don't set up for a blitz, but then you do correctly start taking blocks. I mean, okay, admittedly, this is wrong. just straight up wrong. I don't really understand what was happening there. You've got a Juggernaut blitz. That should have been next, not the block. Without block, you've rolled a 1 in 9. You've had to eat it. You don't have to, but the ball is safe, so you have eaten it. I don't understand why the Juggernaut blitz is not next there. You should, unless there's something that you need to do, like open a space, or, you know, blocks need to be in order because of assists or whatever. You should always just simply follow the probabilities. So blocks with block, blitzes with block, blitzes with Juggernaut, but like blocks with pro, 2 dice before 1 dice. You know, just follow the probabilities down. So I don't really understand what was happening there. That seems terrible, but he did it, and he rolled a 1 in 9. Stunned both of them. Looks like Torque is just going straight for the Roger, which, I'll be honest with you, it's his only mighty blow. It's a very dangerous piece. He's got a block piece to 75% there. I think that's totally fine. I will say, because he's put 2 assists in using the thralls, that if this is a if this is a Bloodlust, oh wait, it doesn't work the way anymore. You can take the block and then eat one of them. It's still 2 dice. Ignore me. Does get the pow. So yeah, this is a weird thing. I don't think I would have put him on those two. Because at the moment, he could blitz somewhere else and stand him up and tag both of those. Where if you put him off him, I mean, he's probably going to blitz with the Roger anyway. But if you put him there, he has another choice. He could just stand up and tag those. So you can put this guy in to make sure he stands up and tags two of your thralls. Like, you haven't got a lot of thralls on the pitch. What's happening here? There's a lot of selecting things. That was a bloodlust. That was another bloodlust. Oh, wait, what? I'm not a massive fan of the follow there. I don't know why you're hitting the one who's hypnoed there either. Hit the other one. Why are you hitting the one that's hypnoed? Okay. Bit of faffery. Not certain what the plan was there other than just get a bunch of your players tied up on his players. Oh my days. So, I mean, again, what are you doing that isn't a 1 in 9 there? And I'll be honest with you, I don't see a lot. I guess the Roger Blitz is the thing that he should have done first because he's got Juggernaut. So it's a 1 in 36, not a 1 in 9. He's probably going to Roger Blitz. So I think that's pretty awful to have just casually gone for a 1 in 9 pickup there. I mean, the people, it's not their fault, right? They're not Team England. I'm going to keep banging on about it. They didn't ask me to look at their games. But the opposition standard for these first Team England tour games is really low. Like they'd have had just as much practice just spinning in ladder. Gone for the hypno. This player can score. Gets the hypno, and now we taking some blocks first. Apparently we are. There we go, 1-0 down on your own drive because you just did everything wrong. just literally that's what it was, right? You just did everything wrong. And this setup again. I mean, it's a bit better. There's two players there, but there's no one here at all. There's just one skill. Like this, why isn't this one here? And why isn't this one down and one behind him? Like, why isn't this just regular chevrons? Why is this side of the pitch being protected by a skillless clan rat? And then there's just a free channel up the middle. Like, I don't get it. Like, you play Blood Bowl on a regular basis and no one has told you to set up properly? Wait, what? Okay, that was a terrible solid defense. What are you doing, Talk? You had solid defense and you decided to just stay in the same place? Why didn't you just move a bunch of your players closer to the ball? That was weird. Did you not know how, like, it works on Fumble? It's not hard to work out. Oh my god! He's done it again! He just lost the game due to this exact mistake, and he's done it again. Hasn't taken a blitz with Juggernaut, or even taken a blitz with Wrestle or Block, and goes for a 1 in 9 pickup that ends your turn if it fails. What is happening? Why is that the blitz? Why are we blitzing with a skillless line rat when you've got a Juggernaut Roger with Mighty Blow right there? 3 into 3. Why? Whew. Surely that's the wrong one. Don't bite. Don't bite. Thank fuck for that. I was like, oh my god, like if he's lost the plot enough to be biting people here, I'm gonna not have fun watching this game. But thank God for that. He just ate it. Or didn't eat it. Boom. Hello, Spoonio. So this is Torquemada's Vampires versus Vagabond's Rats. And I'll be honest with you, it's just Torquemada's Vampires I'm watching. I'm afraid the other person is once again could just be a random ladder player or something. They don't know how to set up. They don't know what order to do things in. It's pretty rough. So if that dodge hadn't worked, that was 2 dice on the ball right there. No, so I don't know if you know what's happening, Blitzkrieg, but so the Eurobowl is this year, and Squad England, which was 24 players to practice with each other, has been reduced to Team England, which is 12 players. And 8 of those players are going to be in the Eurobowl team, and 4 of those players are going to be in the European team. The Eurobowl team is basically the premier of the two. But being in Team England is a big thing for some people. So just being there is fine for them. So they've decided to practice by arranging this like tour. So they've gone around, they've got a bunch of leagues to get together and make a team of 12 people to play the Team England 12. And these are the first 2. So this Vagabond is from Team Waterbowl, which is a league up in the north. And the other one is the other team they're playing at the same time is Team ECBBL, which is from somewhere else. There are not. So the teams that they're playing against is not like high standard opposition or anything, which kind of means that I don't really understand the point of this. I thought they were trying to get like, good practice games in against quality players who aren't on Team England. And it's so far it's been mostly just random players, some of whom can barely string 2 dice blocks together. So I'm doing my best to not insult them too much because they didn't ask me to cover their game and they're not pretending to be good players or anything. But yeah, it's rough. I mean, so as an example of what I mean, right? The Rats didn't set up against a blitz. 1 in 9 to pick up. Lost a touchdown. Like he's 1-0 down on his own drive. And then next drive, didn't set up against a blitz and went for a 1 in 9 pickup in the middle of his turn. Like, didn't learn any lessons from being 1-0 down from making those exact mistakes. He can't, Blitzkrieg. Talk needs the practice as well. All of Team England need the practice. Not a single person that I've watched on Team England so far has played well in the games that I've watched. Way too many mistakes. Talk even lost the first one. If I was in this like 12 and I was trying to get into the 8 for the real team, I would be putting my whole fucking heart into these games. You need to be the one that people are saying they played well about to make sure that you get in that 8 and you're not stuck in the European team. Gets the dubs. Okay, so this guy now gets hypnoed. So they turns him into an assist. Then we stick another assist in there. And then this guy takes a 2 dice block. Okay. Oh, we bloodlust and we have to replace the guy we just killed. At least he gets the POW. Doesn't get an armor break, but it does mean that the Roger now is either blitzing or is stuck. So maybe it was worth it. He did KO his own guy, but he didn't kill him. He's still got 2 reserves, so even on bad KO rolls, he gets 11. He can do a 1-turn. We saw that in the last game. Pretty interesting 1-turn as well. And he's learned his lesson to do it properly this time. I think running back and forth like this, not really the plan you want to do. At least he is jamming more play. Okay. I thought he was putting him in, at least I was going to say, at least he's jamming more players in the cube. He needs to not have a YouTube cage, right? There needs to be at least another player in there to stop the hypnogazing. So both of these need to go in this cage. Okay, he has done that right. Didn't roll a 1. And worked out that it was 2 into 2 if he went that way. In the cage. In the cage. You had to go in the cage, mate. Now this guy gets blocked down and we've got the from behind sack, right? Okay, I do like that. He's remembered hypnogaze. Like Talk is very practiced with vampires, so stuff like that you shouldn't expect him to see him make a mistake with. If he gets the POW here, he should be looking at the possibility of coming around the back and sacking the ball. Gets the POW, right. So if you can see what I mean, this guy here now can hit him. I would do it as well, even though on a push, obviously it removes the sack. Because you need this vampire to go in. Like, this is the strength 4 one. You need him to go in. So I would take this block and hope for a POW. Oh, we're not going for it. I think this block here, if it's a POW, gives you 2 dice on the ball and immediately ruins the entire Rats drive. So I'm a bit surprised that he isn't going for it and is instead coming across in front. I mean, he is 1-0 up. He doesn't have to go for stuff like that. But ruining the drive immediately, completely dismantling his ability to put the ball in a cage, etc. Huge at this point. He just wants to surf. He just wants to surf a rat. I mean, he got the surf, so, you know. A rat is gone. I didn't do this one last night, no. Yes. So this is Team England's vampires. Last night was Team England's rats. So the Roger is now tagged off. So the rats have a choice. Switch back over, join back up with the Roger, who probably does the blitz, which I think they have to do. Or push down this side, somehow blitzing him and hoping that, like, this guy can make a dodge to come and help or something. But you notice, as he does, he's leaving players behind, right? Or needing 3+s to bring him with him. He's just lost a player off the pitch. This guy probably can't help. As he does back and forth every turn, his cage is getting weaker against the Hypnos. And again, if he doesn't make this 3+ and this 3+ or whatever, that's such an easy sack. That's like a free 2 dice on the ball right there. Oh my days, he even forgot that they were strength 4 then. Yeah, relying on these 1 in 9 dodges as rats, pretty awful. And then 1 dice skulls himself as well. So because there's no one in scoring range, again, I think the vampires should hold off. There's no reason to go trying flying in, doing 5 hypnogazes. Just blitz the Roger and get in front. The rats have to get in scoring range next turn, which will probably not be in a cage. Next turn will be your ability to take the ball off them properly. Just, vampires are a team that you play with patience, in my opinion. I've said before that, like, every turn you probably have a sack on the ball. It's just how difficult that sack is, right? How many bloodlusts and 2 or 3+ hypnogazes you need to do, whether there's any recovery. But every turn you probably have a sack on the ball unless they're out of range. So you just got to bide your time. And even if this turn does look good, but you roll your first couple of hypnos or bloodlusts and they're 1s, just stop. Just stop, take a beat, take a breath, and be like, do I need to do it this turn after all, now that I've started badly? Do I need to throw more, like, dice at this that's now a bad sack because I've wasted, like, a couple of hypnos or whatever? Because you probably will get another chance next turn. And normally the answer to that is no, I'll wait, I'll reassess, I'll move my players differently, and I'll try the sack next turn and hope that my first dice are not 1s. Because that happens. He's just opened with 2 bloodlusts. He's bit 2 players. His other vampires are on the wrong side of the pitch. There we go. He's going for the ball anyway. Doesn't get the POW. That's a weird lack of reroll, surely. Why are you not re-rolling that? 2 dice with block on no block. I'll be honest with you. I think that's a bit. Once you've gone in, you've stunned and removed your own players. Like once you've gone in like this, you're not defending anymore. Like you can't get in the way now. Like if you don't sack the ball, it's away. Why the fuck are you not re-rolling that block? That one's weird. I don't understand that at all. Yeah, you've committed to a plan of action and there's no backup plan. Like, he cannot stop this rat team running down the left-hand side now. He's only got 2 vampires. One is too far away. He's not just going to put, like, one of his runners in the way and hope for the best. He's fully committed to this. That should have been a reroll. That's a reroll, like, all day. And he's burnt a reroll on the dodge? Oh, God, that's bad. Yep, there we go. Just realized that doing that's terrible. You just get that guy 3-diced. And now the ball is off. Good at rolling 3s, the rat guy. So, what do you do here? You need all 3 of these Hypnode to hit the ball, and then you're hitting the ball that way, which is no recovery. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you could Hypno the sidestepper from the sideline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and have to do a 3+3+ dodge to come. Like this is what I mean, right? You were committed last turn. This is now way more difficult to sack the ball. I guess you have to do it by hypnoing the Roger and this guy and coming in here and blocking that way. But like the recovery is non-existent. And you're basing a Roger to do it. Not that he'll take a block with a Roger on turn 8 anyway, hopefully, but... Immediately opens with a Bloodlust. I guess he's keeping his rerolls for the 1 turn. Yeah. Like, I don't hate that, right? That was a shit attack. Like, that once he'd screwed up last turn, don't throw good money after bad, right? He's keeping both of his rerolls for the 1 turn. He does have a decent 1 turn. Stopping this score, very unlikely. Even if you sack the ball, there's 2 gutters in range. You're probably not going to stop the score. So why not just let it go and not waste your 2 rerolls for the 1 turn or players? I don't hate that. I think if you played the previous turn better, like I said, I think the play previous turn wasn't to go for the ball, especially if you're not going to reroll the sack. I think it was to blitz the Roger and stand in the way, because the turn after that you have a much better chance of taking the ball because your players will be down here ready in the way. Not the other side of the rats. So this is going to be his one-turn defense. Which it looks like he doesn't know what to do. Okay, interesting. That's not a good one-turn defense, obviously. So the the amount of moving is around. So what he wants to do is, obviously there's a juggernaut player for the blitz. Because these three are now going to be in a line, he can push him straight up there. Push the runner up there and move the rat across. And then that gives you a backup block to push the runner forward again. Not necessarily a flat line, although I have seen people try the flat line. The flat line is what you want to do if you know exactly they can only make 3 pushes, so you know they're going to be on this line, and you know where they're going to be because you put your players over here. You can make a long flat line there, but they do have hypno gaze to get through a flat line, so by hypno gaze in the edges. A grid is probably better to force multiple dodges through the grid because he's probably going to have to use his vampires to get the actual runner into range. Needs 3 pushes. Does have Juggernaut Frenzy. That is odd. He's opened with a Hypno. Okay. I don't know why. Wait, what's happening? If anyone knows what's happening, let me know. What is happening here? Wait, what? That was the whistle that meant this took 4 minutes. I'm so confused. Okay, the hypnos have gone in, but now we've got no redundancy at all here. This feels unnecessary. Juggernaut doing a thing. Juggernaut doing a thing. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this player would have been better filling in that gap, and then you can use the vampire runner you've got left to go and hypno someone out of the way for the dodges. That seems like a lot better, right? Now you've got to use a 3+ one. I guess it doesn't matter, but you could have used both. You could have also hypnoed this one out of the way and there'd been no dodging at all. But did it in the end anyway, because of the bad setup, right? That was a really, really scrappy and silly one turn that I don't think was right. It had a 1 in 9 that didn't need it in the middle. I mean, are we kidding? Are we not moving this guy anywhere to screen the ball a little bit or move these guys? We're just going. If I snake, I snake. Come on, you got to care more than that, right? And again, rolling dice before we move these free players. Turn ordering, just not there. This looks like we've set up for a pass. So you roger this thrall, stick the roger on these, base up with other people so that they can't, like, obviously the pass to there. If they score and go 3-1 up, you've probably lost. So you should be all in to stop them scoring here. Force them to roll dice, force them to get rid of their rerolls, force them to activate vampires and make those bloodlust rolls. That's what you should be doing against vamps right now. Stopping the scoring threat, or at the very least making it difficult for the scoring threat, and then basing everyone up. I mean, not moving the guard in there first, like, because that's seemingly irrelevant, right? We're going for 3 dice. Why isn't the sidestepper on the... Because we're blitzing, look, and we're doing 3 into 2. Put the sidestepper on the vampire. And then it's 3 into 3. And there we go. That could have been a POW, the next dice. 3 into 3 might have done something. This tackle one and this wrestle one can stay over here. Sure, this one should probably just base this vampire to force a dodgeless dodge or whatever. Like, just do something. Anything. At the moment, you've done nothing. This is a hypno, and the score just happens anyway on some 2s. Like, this is literally nothing. We're not even dodging the sidestep, but we're just standing there. Are you kidding me? Okay, the hypno failed because for some reason we've decided to hypno the 3+ instead of just using this vampire to hypno the roger. Okay, we killed something. It's just a line rat. So we've given up on this plan. God, another 4 minutes. Talk, Jesus. I know you're vampires, but crazy slow. Alright, so we give up on the plan. I don't mind giving up on the plan, but I think the plan sucked. I think you should have used the block vampire to hypno the roger. Like, if you're going for the plan, but, like, I'm also fine with staying safe, not bothering to do this, and just keeping the ball on a strength 4 in your own half in a nice cage. That's also fine too. You're 2-1 up. Like I said, 3-1 up will win, but 2-1 up also wins, right? So no reason to go crazy if you don't have to. Weird choice of blitz. Doesn't really do anything. Double stun over here means now you have to do something as the vampires. Now you're looking a little bit weaker because these three are free and you've got like this semicircle of rats in front of you. So you need to do something now. You can't go left because you're just heading into their strength and into your weak players. So you kind of have to go right, which means someone's going to have to hypno, someone's going to blitz, and we're going to move up here, away from the roger. Oh, what do I know? We're in fact moving towards the roger. Well, we're not moving towards the roger, but we, for some reason, hypnoed the middle instead of just blitzing the easy target, which was a skillless guy, and hypno in the sidestepper. Like, obviously going right was better. But it's ended up in roughly the same place. He's just, for some reason, got a bunch of his players in the middle now, when they could all have been this way. Man, now, I mean, that's even worse, right? If you're going to put the tackler there to try and move the roger first, just put the tackler there and have him hit the fucking, have the roger hit him and move the roger. The roger being in place, so much more important. That was pretty awful. Like, that's the one reason to have a roger, right? That you can do that on these important turns. You can move him with impunity by sticking another player next to him. Like, that's the one reason the roger is, like, decent. And then you don't use that and just try to 4+ him.
Hello, bum buddy.
Hello. I am streaming, so just try not to be honest.
Thank you. No, I know you're streaming. You're not streaming. You're not sharing this in the voice thing. You're not sharing your screen. So
I was not. It's fumble. It keeps going off.
I'd have to be pretty psychic to just be like, no, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, what I mean is I have to be pretty psychic to just follow along and not realize you were streaming. But thank you for the heads up on not being honest.
Yes, you could have just wandered in and said, "Oh my God, you're doing more shitter Team England games."
I would never say that. I would never say that. They're the best players in England.
On stream. No, definitely not.
I would never say it. They're the best players in England.
So
on tabletop.
He is just...
I'm not counting the English people who play for Wales.
Yeah. The best players in England who applied for Team England, and that's not true because I've seen some of the people who got through to the 12. It's the best players in England that Wolfin picked.
Mm,
that's the actual only true thing I can say about this group of players.
There you go. Do you know what was great? K-Fog versus Davo was in Super League today, and Faimir's intro was one's a Dane who's so good at Blood Bowl he plays for England. There's an Englishman who's so good at Blood Bowl he plays for Wales. Oh my God, I fucking died.
It is very strange.
It was brilliant.
We checked the Waterbowl rules, by the way, the other day, and apparently they don't follow the rules for, like, you need a grandmother or whatever. It's just you need 5 people who live or are from your country, and then 3 people can just be from anywhere.
Yeah.
But the 5 do need to be from or live in the country. Mm. It's not, you can't have those 5 be like my fake nan is Welsh.
Wow.
So apparently 5 of Team Wales are either Welsh or live in Wales. apparently. And I don't want to send like an investigative reporter in or anything. But the only two I actually know do neither of those things. So we're down to only one of the other six can not be Welsh.
Maybe they did that for Ladonia because what's he called? Falk made the Ladonia team, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe. Oh no, wait, Joseph with an E. Joseph, he's also not Welsh and doesn't live in Wales. So that's all three of this lot's gone. So the other five apparently have to be Welsh or live in Wales.
Oh, well,
so
good to know.
We'll find that out at some point, I'm sure. If I ever see them, I'll ask them. Shine a light in their face. Where are you from? Where'd you live?
Ask them what their favourite breed of leek is. Are they breed strain? I don't know what it's called.
Breed.
Yeah, I realised that was wrong.
Yes, I understand that Wales is a foreign land to you, but no, we don't breed leeks.
You could do. when you're not busy breeding the sheep. The men breed the sheep and the women breed the leeks.
Jim is crying thinking about Welsh people fucking like vegetables now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue.
So this game was Torque's second vampire game. He has played better than he did in the first vampire game, so that was good. He did do a very weird one turn that ended up working, but was wrong. Most of the other times, though, he's been better. His opponent, however, has once again not bothered to set up against a blitz. Did a 1 in 9 pickup in the middle of a turn before taking his blitz or whatever. Failed it. Got scored on his own drive. And then on his second drive, while 1-0 down, didn't set up against a blitz, and then did a 1 in 9 pickup in the middle of his turn. So like super aware of why he's 1-0 down. Did the exact same thing again. Well, like, what are the odds that it goes wrong a second time? The exact same as the first time, you pleb. Yeah, so it hasn't been great. I'm just mostly noting on Torque's play because, again, I did explain, like, these people are just random people, right? Like, Vagabond doesn't pretend to be, like, a good player or anything. I don't know him. Like, he's not like, streaming with, like, best player in England or anything. So him being shit is just fine, right? He's just shit. Who cares? But, like, it does mean that it's kind of annoying having to do these, like, Team England analysis, and it's just them playing someone who doesn't know how to set up. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough then.
Yeah, I'll have to be selective on the ones I do.
Doesn't 1 in 9 into a draw. That's sorry, 1 in 36 into a draw. That's nice. Gets a pow. Looks it's going to be a handoff, isn't it? You're just going to pick up ball, hand off to the... Yeah. We're going to score, bang it in.
Always bang it in.
Oh, reroll. Oh, burned 2 rerolls to do that, but he is now 3-1 up with the Rats having 5 turns. So at best, the Rats are playing for a draw. And it's a full team of vampires, so likely playing for a loss.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Rats have got. I mean, to be fair, players, like, normally, even bad players, right, if they play a lot, know how to do things like a 2-turn, right? That's one of the things, because it focuses your mind, right? And it's like, I've just got to do this one thing. Normally, that means that one thing you're not as shit at.
You've got a lovely winning personality, Artemis.
It's true. Like, that's the actual truth of the matter. Like with setting up, there's a million options, right? Like, you do and it can confuse you every turn if you're just faffing around, do-si-doing or whatever. There's so many options it can confuse you. But if someone tells you, well, I obviously I have to 2-turn now, I'm 3-1 down, then all of your concentration is like focused on doing this one thing, like making a gap and pushing forward. It makes a worse player slightly better by forcing them to not be confused by all the options. Please don't go and pick up the ball in the middle of your turn. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, sure. 2-1-9s to just lose, and then he's just put the ball there. Like, so that's absolutely irrelevant. He does know he's got a 2-turn, doesn't he? Like, so what you do here, if you're the rats, you keep the ball out of range of any vampires. You have a couple of players open as an intermediary, so the thrower can throw, and then whoever catches it can go and hand off to your multiple scoring threats. That's how you do a 2-turn against vampires. What you don't do is just have the ball in range of 5 vampires and just sort of stand around a bit. Like, how is the 2-turn happening at this point?
Does standing around a bit not work versus vampires?
It doesn't. No, it's not the best tactic. I'll be honest. Oh, there we go. There's a scoring threat. Someone who was in the cage protecting the ball.
Yeah, he didn't cut the corner pointlessly though. So,
no,
you know,
yes.
play.
So again, I'd like to point out this guy could have the ball back here right now.
Yeah.
And like virtually no difference, right? Adds like a 1 in 36. And instead, the ball is there, and it's a 2+ to get 2 diced.
Yeah.
On a wrestler. The amount of people who've been carrying the ball on a wrestler, by the way, is insane.
I did notice that, to be honest.
Just keep looking at the board. And it's like, oh, like I wonder who's going to get the ball. And there's one guy with wrestle. I bet it's him. So yeah, and there's a strip baller right here. So I think this ball is going to end up on the floor. If I had to like bet some money right now, this ball is not going to stay in this wrestler's hands.
No.
So I wouldn't even bother with all of this, to be honest. Like I guess you can hypno him so he has to do something to receive the ball. So this one here, hypnos. Oh no, he stands up. This one here hypnos him, so you can block him. So you can put him over here to be the assist, or the biter for the hypno from this one who's furthest away. Then we blitz with him, sack the ball, and then these two, especially this one who's not on a roger, can go and either get the ball or stand on the ball or something. Okay. I'm just going to do that. The problem with doing it that way is if the hypno fails, you can't do it. Like that's the wrong way around, right? If the hypno fails, this guy's still stuck on him, so you can't get that assist. Yeah. So you just stand him up and go and put him on the guy. That's it.
Yeah,
that's guaranteed then. I also like this guy being there. So he tags him. You can still bite him. You can just hypno from this square.
Yeah, I'd have done that, yeah.
No, him standing down here is not doing anything, is it? Like, if this goes wrong...
I've never played Vamps.
Yeah. If this goes wrong and you can't get the ball after the strip, then him being tagged is obviously better than him not being tagged, so...
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird.
And again, I don't know why it went that way. That's that's the worst thing, isn't it? You want it up here because and then one of these can hypno one of the two that's going to be in the way or whatever, and you can go and get it.
Yeah, and another argument for having your thrall up there as well. Yeah, very strange.
One diced him. I mean, it does make it difficult to score here. Like the thrower was over here. This guy is going to have to throw a pass, and they're not going to pass in. So it does something.
Can he hand off to the thrower?
Possibly. Yeah. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, he can't. We're robbed. Absolutely robbed. Yeah. Could have done if the thrower was in the right place, but then also he would also still have the ball if the thrower was in the right place. So yeah, I think he just has to like fall back over this way and like run a gutter runner over here and out of range of this guy hypnoing him again, and just score next turn now. I don't think he can score this turn because he did the worst 2-turn in the universe.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
It's just a 2+ to hypno him there. I'd have probably bunged in a rush. Force more from the thing. You can't be hypnogazed. Like this, you just don't want to be hypnogazed.
No, I know that much about vampires.
Nice. You have one scoring threat. You don't want it to be hypnogazed. Like that's just the casual rule of the game. Okay. We're not going for the ball, are we? Because there's a guard there. It's too difficult. I guess we could go for the ball, but it's seemingly pointless. Just hypnogaze him. You're just trying to kill turns, right? If he scores on turn 7 or 8, you've still won. So just kill turns.
Yeah. Kill turns and gutter runners.
Yeah, also that. Yeah. So he's hypnoed him, and now he's going to 3 dice blitz him. And failed dismally. Good job. Why are we doing this? This seems weird. I guess he's worried about the dodge out and then the handoff to the thrower and the pass. Maybe that's what he's worried about. If you were worried about that, this guy should have been on top of him.
Way.
Yeah, this is what he's doing right now. He's going to blitz him out.
You should have been on top of him trying to breed a leak.
There we go. We're going to do the play. We're going to do the handoff to the thrower and lob a pass. Pretty easy score. Oh. I take it back. We're not doing that.
No.
We're passing with the gutter runner. A casual 5+ pass with the gutter runner.
That's incorrect.
I believe that is incorrect. Yes. If I had to say whether that was correct or incorrect, yes, my chips would be in the incorrect box.
Yeah.
When you have a 2+ passer literally next to you, it just runs down to watch you throw a 5+ pass. I'm gonna guess that that's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, he went for the blitz with the 3 dice. Okay. Didn't hypno for no reason. Bit weird. It always weirds me out when people who play Vampires Lords just don't bother to roll a hypno dice for free.
It's a bit harder now, isn't it? Because they've got to declare the target and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, like, he knew exactly where he was going and where he was going to end up, and it was next to that guy. Just hypno him. Like, it's fine.
I always enjoy just randomly hypnoing at the end of the move.
It's really annoying.
Myself.
Fucks with your opponent's turn ordering. He's red dice double powered him again into a perfect scatter and scored. But it's turn 7, so all that's happened is you've got a lucky loss.
Yeah.
Right. So again, if it's like, I assume the rat player's never watching this, right? So other people, if you're in this scenario, you're 1 touchdown down and it's turn 7, maybe don't set up multiple of your players back in your own half, because the only thing that can help you now is a blitz. So maybe set up as many players as possible on this second line so you can utilize them in a blitz. What are these two doing if you get a blitz? Nothing.
Yeah.
Anything with a blitz and you lose here. So, like, just set up for the blitz.
It's genuinely surprising how like people don't play to their outs.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Or just don't cover their opponent's only outs. Same way, right? Standing in, like, Chunt's column for no reason, even if it's 6+6+ or whatever. Like, just no reason at all. Not defending against a blitz when that's the only way your opponent can do anything. Like, just, yeah, it's crazy. Just not understanding what outs are, apparently, is the, the issue.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You know, it'd be hilarious if this guy worked out, like, that there was a way to somehow reverse 1 turn.
Oh, God, yes.
Because Talk just randomly based the sidestep. The sidestep guy. It's not possible, but it would be funny if it was possible.
It would be incredible. Yeah.
And then just didn't take the 3 dice blitz or whatever. It just stood there. Against like a team that only has 1 block, you might also have thought about putting the sidestepper on the LOS and hoping your opponent blocks you and doesn't roll, like, that you could actually do a reverse 1 turn.
Yeah.
Again, it's a minimal out, but it's better than just losing.
Yep.
Right now, legitimately, if that sidestepper was in the middle of your LOS, there might have been a way to, like, do a reverse 1 turn. Because he just went for the pickup and failed it, didn't take any blocks. So you'd have had 2 guys standing on the LOS. Someone standing behind them, so when you blitzed and pushed the guy back, he would be able to block forward and get a second push. Like, you could probably have scored.
Yep.
This'll learn him. That turn 8 block on his thrall. Couldn't just press end turn. He had to do that. That was important. Well, there we go. Another mismatch in skill is the problem. Hopefully Talk picks up on the couple of things. I still think that 1 turn was weird, Talk. I don't think it was necessary. I think there was a mistake in the middle. You ended up doing a 1 in 9 for no reason instead of a 1 in 36. There was some other stuff, but nothing major. Like the skill mismatch was just rubbish again. Like this bite as well had just been torque spinning in ladder, right? Like basically what it was. Just a random game. I'm covering it like it's a Team England practice game, but really it was just torque versus random man.